new intern at the company had been bumming rides home with me every single day. Since we lived in the same direction, I never said anything about it. Until one weekend, well past midnight, when I was dead asleep and my phone rang. Her voice came through like a command. I am at Encore Karaoke Lounge. Get over here and take me home. I sat up, irritated. It's 2 in the morning. Do not you think calling me to come pick you up is a little presumptuous? I am not your chauffeur. She let out a cold scoff, dripping with arrogance. My cousin is the HR director at the company. Driving me around is a privilege for you. Do what you are told, or I will have him fire you. Oh, so she still did not know I was the boss. When I did not respond, Maureen Fox let out a smug little hum. Scared now. Then get moving, and pick me up a hot milk on the way. I want it the second I get in the car. I listened to her barking orders, still just as shameless as ever, and I laughed. Maureen had started a month ago. I had just come back from inspecting the factory floor that day, still in my work coveralls, and ran into her in the elevator right after she had passed her interview. She wrinkled her nose, gave me a once-over, and instinctively put distance between us. Everyone at the company kept a respectful distance when they saw me, so I did not think much of it. The next day after work, though, I was about to drive home when Maureen walked right up to my car, pulled open the passenger door, and sat herself down. Her tone was pure entitlement. You are one of the factory technicians, right? I saw you drive past Lakeview Residences yesterday. That's where I live. Drop me off on your way. I was stunned. I oversaw more than a dozen companies, tens of thousands of employees. This was the first time anyone had ever had the nerve to order me around like that. I opened my mouth to say something, but she had already buckled her seatbelt and was snapping at me with that cold impatience of hers. Let's go already. I am in a hurry. She pulled out her phone and started scrolling, not sparing me another glance. She was new. I let it slide. It was on the way, so I drove her. When we pulled up to Lakeview Residences, she did not say thank you. She just shoved the door shut and walked off without looking back. I figured she was fresh out of college. Probably did not understand workplace etiquette yet. I did not dwell on it. I thought that would be the end of it. It was not. From that day on, Maureen showed up in my passenger seat after work like clockwork. Never asked. Never waited for an invitation. Before I could even object, she started making demands. From now on, stop by my building in the mornings when you are heading in. Pick me up on the way. I hate the smell of smoke. I know it's your car, but no more smoking in it. I got down here 3 minutes before you today. Be faster next time. Do not make me wait. These seats are too hard. Bring a cushion for me tomorrow. Something soft. I do not like the color of this car. When you get a chance, wrap it in pink. I had been racking my brain trying to figure out how someone could freeload rides every single day while acting like she was doing me the favor. Now I knew. Her cousin was the HR director. Hello? Why are not you saying anything? Are you on your way or not? Maureen's impatient voice crackled through the phone again. I yawned. No, I am going back to sleep. Call yourself a cab. I hung up before I could even set the phone down. It rang again. Maureen again. Are you out of your mind? You actually hung up on me? Do you have any idea that my cousin is sitting right next to me? I replied lazily. Oh, and she let out a contemptuous scoff. You do not even get it, do you? No wonder you are stuck doing grunt work at the bottom of the company. Let me spell it out for you. I brought my cousin and his whole family out tonight for karaoke and drinks to thank him for getting me hired. If you had an ounce of sense, you would get over here right now, settle the tab at Encore, then drive every single one of us home. Make a good impression on my cousin. Do a good enough job, and maybe I will put in a nice word for you. One sentence from my cousin, and you would be transferred out of the factory floor and into an office. Just like that. What a scheme. So she did not just want a personal chauffeur. She wanted me to foot the bill too. I paused, then asked, testing the waters. You are sure your cousin can get me promoted and reassigned with a single word? An HR director had considerable authority, sure, but nowhere near enough to shuffle people between positions at will. Any appointment above mid-level required the vice president's approval. Changes to core positions had to go through the executive committee, and every one of those approvals ultimately landed on my desk, requiring my signature. But Maureen did not hesitate for a second. Obviously, let me tell you something.